against 5th. Manchester United 6 points ahead.
Position.
He certainly is. And what about Manchester United? We heard from Ole Gunnar a shoulder problem that he's nursing. He plays tonight.
And to have Rashford back as well, obviously looked like he might be injured for a while. I think he's brought in Mark Noble as well, maybe just to get possession of such a powerful partnership in there, so difficult to play against.
Showcase what he can do. I remember speaking to Mark a couple of years.
A special player that, given time, will become,
really, 85 goals for Rashford already, which is...
Manchester United taking on West Ham United. Dean Henderson continues in goal. Moyes more points at this stage with West Ham than he did in his season with Manchester United.
Well, I mean, look at their next 3 home games after this. They got
balls in around Henderson. Souček and Dawson really dangerous.
I think people are still chuckling at it. I mean, tonight...
what I would call a big side in Liverpool. They let themselves...
Isolating since his return from Spain. It's the back four debut on a bench that includes 2 goalkeepers. One player light, and like United's, including 2 backup goalkeepers. It's the 50th Premier League meeting of these 2 sides. Souček, who will always be a danger when United fling a ball into the box to Aaron Cresswell. And it seemed to have beaten Ireland tonight. Luke Shaw trying to bustle his way through, and Greenwood just tried to drag it goal. Antonio, and the danger not over yet as Antonio bustles his way through. Rashford, Wan-Bissaka. Here's Rashford. At Old Trafford, all came in the home dugout. He's never won here as a visiting boss. Here's Shaw. West Ham already set up to try. Now Fred. Back to McTominay. No way.
An important job tonight. So far, I think he's going to get forward down that.
To Lindelof. Bowen wanted it rolled in early. Instead, he looked into Greenwood. West Ham pressing when it matters, winning themselves a free kick, buying themselves some. On by Noble, trying to play in Souček, but it's Cresswell swinging in across. They've got a deflection on its way through, which made it slightly more complicated for Henderson to reach. Here's Luke Shaw trying to... He's linked up well with Greenwood, but again, there were enough bodies in the way to prevent him getting a clear sight of goal. Rice, this is Greenwood. And that's a quality ball into Rashford, and he can't finish it off. The first time... Very shaken up.
Yeah.
Greenwood pulls it across, and it's away this time by Mark Noble.
He would...
Dinked into Mason Greenwood, who's left Rice for dead and puts it into an area where James was waiting, but Rashford with the hits, which...
That David Moyes selected, that Antonio could become isolated.
Jarrod Bowen leading the charge. And Declan Rice had got full. And pull back, but...
This time they will.
Wan-Bissaka's given them a cheap free kick and picks up a yellow card. Could seem a bit of a waste with finding Bruno Fernandes. Now Greenwood up against Dawson. Gets away from him, and it gets a touch onto the post from Luke. Bruno Fernandes. It's Rashford who's pulled away, and the flag did stay down.
Oh, it was a good spot.
But he didn't have an option to his left. Johnson's got there now, but by then... Bowen. Got through. Yeah, Bowen's cross hitting his own man. This is Dan James back into Wan-Bissaka's path. It's Rashford's ball across, which is bolder in the second half. That remains to be seen. At half-time, it's Manchester United.
When will David Moyes take the handbrake off? Second half next. Chelsea in just 3 points behind. Would it make sense, Bobby, for them to be a bit...
If you're David Moyes, with this team right now, this will be an amazing... I'm not saying they're playing well.
But ended up drawing 1-1 here with a... Here's James with a cross, and Dawson knew he could afford to leave that because no one was coming. Issa Diop was trying to make a breakout. Little combination with Marcus Rashford. We saw Ralph Hasenhüttl against Manchester City, didn't we? Play a left corner to defend here. Oh, and it's in! And Scott McTominay, who got the FA Cup winner here against West Ham, claims the credit.
Well, we've talked about set pieces from West Ham all night, and it's been Luke Shaw who's been taking him, but I thought it might have been an own goal at first glance. I thought Dawson headed it in the net, but it's a brilliant, brilliant delivery. Puts it into a...
And here's Rashford, shaping up to shoot. Moyes and Paul Nevin just consulting on... Antonio's got Bowen to his left, gets the deflection on the shot. And Henderson can't prevent the corner. Antonio's touch. Bowen, and Souček was in there. He was being policed by a couple of deflections on its way through. It's Fernandez! Here's Bowen. Souček climbs, does...
Fabianski to save, but it's a difficult one for him because the power on it. Going to try and score a goal, but certainly it's better to come off.
Here's Cresswell. That's a good ball curled in, and Bowen misses the target. He was offside anyway. Now Rashford rolled into the path of Bruno Fernandes, and Fabianski was brave.
Well, he's been good tonight, Fabianski. There's a clash between him and Fernandes, both of them going forward.
Sofal protecting. This is Benrahma.
Well, the better are they? So much better, West Ham.
Here's Benrahma with a cross.
Ices across it, Mason Greenwood.
James now, and he's got past him. Pulled back by Lanzini for Souček. It's Rashford. Trying to tease his... Rashford breathing heavily. And... And he had to try and improvise from a tight spot then, Matt did. So play next weekend against Arsenal. Dan James. And the cross. James with a cross, and Fabianski's spillage meant that if anyone had...